Hello, Dominic from BMT Spain, the website for beginners to advanced players. And some subscribers ask me to do the return of serve, and others ask me to do the return of serve with the one-handed backhand. So let's do the return of serve in the backhand. And most of the things, one-handed or two-handed, will be the same, but I will demonstrate them in some returns. But the things who are important for me are: 1, the grip; 2, the stance; 3, hands to contact; and 4, learn to wait and just turn the racket against the ball, controlling your contact. Now, I said the grip, if you have a one-handed backhand, at the backhand side or at the forehand side. In your return, I want you to start in that backhand grip, because it's easier from here to turn to the forehand, because you are more used to play the forehand than to turn from the forehand to the backhand. So even in the both hands, I don't know if you change or if you have the grip here, you start in the backhand grip. If you have to go to the forehand, it's easier to turn towards the forehand. So you always start in the backhand grip. Even your opponent may see that you are starting that. We are still beginners and intermediate players, but do not be confused in the turn. Get that backhand grip. You can be like this, no problem. Now, you also can see point 2, my stance. You will see a lot of professionals or people asking on social media that you have to take a wide stance. Like Djokovic, the best returner, he's like this. But it's harder for beginners and intermediate players to get out of that position. Because in part 3, you will see get your hands to the ball, meaning I have a one-handed backhand. I want to get my right hand to the ball. So ball comes in my backhand, I want to get my hand there. So if I'm in that position, it will be much harder to move my body, especially for beginners and intermediate, than if you more this. You don't have to be that low, a little bit bended, a little bit shoulder high. So from here on, it will be much easier to get your hands to the ball. Or even if it's a high ball, you want to go back, it's easier to move than from that wide stance. So the stance, a little bit shoulder height, a little bit bended, and getting that backhand grip. And you can already put the racket. You don't have to be like this. You can be like this, because if you're going to turn, you have this and you're already in that forehand. So you can be like this, no problem. The third part, which will be the most important part, get your hands to the ball. Now, if the ball, even if the ball gets here, get your hands to the ball, and now you can start to move your body, because your hands will already be in the right place. The ball goes more to the outside, get your hand to the ball. If the ball is further, get your hand to the ball. You will hear a lot on social media also, you have to make that body turn, even your body turn. But especially for beginners and intermediate players, there will be too much body move and arm movement, which is harder to control. I have no problem with the turn. Once you have advanced level, no problem. But for beginners, intermediate, just get your hands to the ball or behind the ball, and then we go. 2.4, you learn to wait. You don't want to go to the ball. You don't want to go to the ball in the beginning, because again, too much body movement, you go, and you need to control this more. So you're just going to bring the hands behind, maybe a shuffle to the left to get behind the ball, and then you wait. And point 4 is just turn the racket, flexion against the ball, even with both hands. Hands go to the ball, just flexion, and it's it. Learn to control the contact. Afterwards, little by little, even intermediate players, they can start to flexion and finish, or the two-handed, they can start flexion and finish. But these 4 points for me are the most important. That you already start in that backhand grip, because it's easier to the forehand. That you don't have it too wide stance, because it will be much harder to get out of the stance. And from here, it's much easier to go over there for us, even if it has to be to that side. You will be quicker in the beginning if you be more like this, because you can push up here and you go already. Now from here, you have to push up more. So the stance, the third point, get your hands to the ball. Don't think too much on body rotation. Your hands will turn your body in the position you need. And then from here, You can play because you want control. You don't want to miss the first ball. You want to get that ball in the court. And then the fourth part, learn to wait and just turn the racket against the ball. So, I'm going to show you a few balls. Let's check it out. So even the ball came closer to me, I didn't move that much because my hand was in a good position behind the ball, so I just have to turn the racket against the ball. That's why position, hands to the ball. Hands, weight and flexion. Hands, weight and flexion, nothing more. And weight and flexion, I didn't even move. Huh? Huh? So learn to wait. And waiting. See? You have plenty of time. Waiting. Don't want too much from your body going to the ball. You just get the hand behind the ball and you wait for the ball. Behind and wait for the ball. Yeah? Behind and wait for the ball. Very important. Here I stepped out, yeah, no problem. If the ball, I step out, no problem. Hands, I didn't even have to move. So, starting at backhand grip, don't be too wide. Get your hands behind the ball and wait for the ball. 5 more. So, here we have a student and just working on get the hands to the contact and flexion against the ball. Once she has control over that, we do a little more wider the ball, so she has to move a little more, but get the hands to there, not a lot of rotation, get the hands there and just flexion to the ball. And once she will have control over that, we will also start to finish, so she has a little more speed into the ball, but this is the basic you want to work on. Yeah, as you can see also her stance is not that wide, so she will be faster at this position. And now here you will see she will start to finish, and these were the points I wanted to show you. So all I can say, thank you for watching, see you in another video.